So, we talked about it in second grade, how you go from reading books like this to books like this, right? And let's look at, I know you've seen both of these books. Let's look at the difference between the text and the books. Easy or difficult, right? And so second grade, this is the biggest year that you do that. You grow from this to this in second grade, where you can read whatever you want, right? So, there's something that comes along with that, though. When we get into bigger books, we get into bigger words. So today, we're going to look at when words are tricky. Roll up our sleeves. Everybody roll up sleeves? What's it mean when you roll up your sleeves?
You're getting ready to work.
You're getting ready to get to work. You're getting ready to get to work. You are ready to start moving. When I was helping Skylar with her poster, I came back there, I had my sweatshirt on, and I rolled up, Levi, my sleeves so that I could work and not get anything dirty from my sweater, right? So I was ready to work right away. So, Teddy, pull off our first strategy for what happens when I have a tricky word.
What? Did you put it back on here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. This first strategy is, sit all the way down, Levi, to check the picture and think what would make sense. Carmel. Haley, sit up, please. So, I have this word. You ready? Okay. I have this word on this page. I wrote it right here, but I'm going to read this sentence. The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys had ponytails coming out the top. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. Oh, I said the word, didn't I? Oh, I ruined it. Okay, it looked like blank was growing out of their heads. Now, if I didn't know the word, and I look at the first letter, that's a B. So should I say acorns?
No.
Should I say chicken?
No.
Okay, sit all the way down, Levi.
Banana.
But if I'm looking at the picture to think what would make sense, the picture shows a,
Broccoli.
well, I could say tree, but it's not really a tree, right? It looks like a tree, but I know it's not tree because
Tree doesn't have a B.
it doesn't have a B. So this word instead, what does this look like?
Broccoli.
Broccoli starts with a B. Good. I need somebody to peel the second strategy off. James, you, excellent job sitting. Come pick this second sheet and pull it off. But I meant them to. You have to hold on to this and peel at the same time. Excellent. Thank you. This is use what's happening in the story. Let me show you another word I found from our read aloud. It's kind of a crazy page, right? And in this story, I picked out this word right here. Some of you might know it, but for me in second grade, remember I wasn't a very good reader. I needed to use these strategies to help me because I didn't know a bunch of words in second grade. It was okay because I learned how to figure them out, right? So, I'm going to read this sentence. They bumped into the walls and by blank, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Now, I'm using what's going on in this story. And Teddy just did, and he said it, he couldn't even help himself. He just said it out loud. He goes, accident. Because it makes sense, doesn't it? Could I say, and by accident, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom? It makes sense. I could use that. But the word, does it start with an A? It doesn't. So I have to think what's happening in the story is like an accident, like Teddy said. What's another word like accident that starts with a and I see some other letters in here? What's the word, Josiah? Starts with an M. You got the M sound. How's the word going to start? Or what's the word going to be? Deja. Mistake. A mistake. They didn't mean to do it.
I was about to say that.
Where you? I saw it on the tip of your tongue. I heard that. All right. So mistake is a synonym for accident. They used what was going on in the story. Levi. I used what was going on in the story to figure out the word, but I also wanted to make sure that I did not say it was something that didn't start with an M, right? Okay, I need a third strategy, and this would have been somebody that wasn't making sounds during that last part. Somebody that was sitting really still during that last part. Jacorian. Come up and peel off the next one.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
We're feeling way more off than just one today.
Oh.
Teddy, it's okay. Some people wear to, it's extra protection. Thank you, Jacoria. Let's read this one. You can read it with me if you want to, or you can just listen.
Oh.
Look through the whole word, part by part. So it gives an example. This word is a picture of a tambourine, but it says tambourine. I'm going to show you one in this book. This is the word. I'm going to read the sentence without the word in it. So this is when the mom keeps asking her what she wants, how she wants. That's the last warning. You go back to your seat. You have to watch the lesson from there. Yeah. No. All right. So she asked about the ponytail on the back, and Stephanie said no. And she asked about the ponytail from the side. Stephanie said no. And then she said, "Do you want one coming out the top?" And she said no. And so she said, "That is blank." That, said the mom. There is no other place you can do ponytails. So I need a word that first of all fits it, but I'm going to do it part by part. So I have this word here. This word. I'm going to break it into parts that I can say. So I see this right here. What's that?
Yeah.
Deaf. Good. We can sound out Carmel. The consonant and blending consonant. We can sound that part out. Deaf. I also know this word. In. So deaf, in. It. I don't know about this E, but I know this L-Y. So Ellie. Deaf, in, it.
Definitely.
The word is definitely. So I can sound it out part by part by part if I don't know the word. If I don't know the word and I have used a picture and it doesn't make sense, and I have looked at what's happening in the story and it still doesn't make sense, I can sound it out part by part. But there's another way that's kind of close to this. It's kind of close to this. It's a little bit different. Haley, come peel the next one off. A little bit different. Not right now, you can after the lesson. Peel this one off right here, Haley. This is so much stuff, right? Normally I only get one peeled off. We're doing 5 in one day. You're learning so much in one day. Yeah. You can peel a little faster. There you go. Thank you. This part right here. Read it with me if you want to, or just listen. It's your choice. Look for a word inside a word. I have 2 on one page right here that both have words inside of words. Okay? So I'm going to read it. It says, Stephanie yelled, "You are a bunch of blank, blank." So, go back to my word over here. The first one is okay, now I know this word and I know this word. So when I see them put together, do I have to say it anything different?
No.
No, I don't. It's just copy
cat.
and cats. So the word is
Copycat.
You need to go back to your seat and watch the lesson from there. No, thank you. All right. What about if I see a word inside a word like this, welcome, but the other word doesn't necessarily have something that makes a word. So that one I got lucky. It's 2 words. This one here, pill. I see ill, but it's not a word, right? Okay, so look at this one. Anybody see a word in there that they know? What word do you know, Kaya? Less. Okay, so that's a word part, right? That's a part of a word. So I know how to say it. It's not an actual, well, it is a word. Yeah, you say less or more. So yeah, okay, I do see it. I didn't even think about that. Actually, this one's going to have 2 words too, just like the other one. Good job, Kaya. Maya? Brain. Brain?
What's
Liz.
rain?
So, copycats and brainless. So when she says the phrase, she says, you all are a bunch of brainless copycats. 2 larger words, but are made up of smaller words that I can use. Right? Good. And thank you, Kaya, for pointing out that last part. I have one more strategy for you today, and then we're going to stop because that's so many strategies in one time. I think it's one more strategy. We have the picture. We have what's happening. Yes, one more strategy. King. Don't peel the last one off.
Yes.
And then, when we talk about this one, I'm going to send you back with your book bands, and you are going to try at least one strategy today. I'm going to come around and ask you what strategy you're trying when you hit a big word. Okay? So, the last one is, read it with me. Don't give up. Now, we know how to read a word when the exclamation mark is after it. Try it again. Don't give up. Try something. Take a guess. If you have tried to look at the picture, if you have tried to use what's happening in the story, if you have tried to look for parts by parts to sound out the word, and if you have tried to look for words inside of words and you still do not know what the word is, take a guess. Do I want you to take a guess every time you read a word you don't know? No, because you have strategies to use first. But if you have tried everything else and it's not working and you don't know what it is, take a guess. Do I want you to skip the word king?
No.
Oh, that's a word. It's there for a reason, right? So I want you to take a guess, and then you can keep reading and move on. So I want you to look at strategies. Let's see. Levi, what strategy do you think you might try today? A picture, or what's happening, or parts of words, or words inside words. What do you think you might try today? Are there a couple? What would you might try? You want to try part by part. Elsa, what strategy are you going to try today?
Check the picture and think what would make sense.
Good. She's going to be looking at pictures to figure out what would make sense for the word. Let's see. Wesley, what would you try? What strategy might you try today? Looking at the pictures too to help you figure out the word. And Skylar, what strategy might you try today?
Look at the pictures too.
Look at the pictures. That's a good one to do. So why do you think that I would ever put other ones on here besides look at the pictures? What happens if you are reading are there very many pictures?
No.
So it is a very good strategy to use, but if you don't have pictures, be ready to do something else, okay? All right. Who is somebody that can be a good model for, they have to do these things, getting their book box, going to their seat, and starting to find words, tricky words in these strategies? Maya, go be our model. Watch her, watch, look what she's doing. Okay, she went straight to her book box. She did not stop at anybody else's or look at anybody else's book. She didn't grab any more books. She carried her box carefully so books didn't fall out. She grabbed a book immediately, sat at her seat. She's so quiet, so quick, so careful, and started reading right away. Right away. Can I get 3 more people that can do it with multiple people? It's hard because you want to talk to each other. Let's try Josiah and Carmel. Now you remember, you guys have the toughest job because I'm going to send you all at one time. And you're going to have to ignore everybody else and just go straight to the book box, right? Great. Let's watch and make sure how they do it. Josiah's doing a great job because she has some of those really big books that don't fit very well. And so she's carrying her book box very carefully so those books don't fall out. I also like how Carmel and Skylar and Josiah all sat their book box down really quiet. They didn't slam it or hang it sideways. Very careful with their stuff. And they're getting started immediately. As soon as they sat, they got books out. Are you ready? Teddy, are you ready?
Yeah.